Hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you all doing today? Oh, Dark, how's it going? Welcome on in. I am excited for some chill Pokemon TCG in tonight. Nothing too crazy. We're also going to be doing some soft resets, of course, because who would I be without soft resets to slowly but surely get. I still don't love that it can target TIs, just because that's just a whole lot of not good times. All right, where are we going here? There we are. So tonight, honestly, I'm just the Atlanta regionals are coming up. I'll be there in less than a month. I want to say it's the 12th or 13th, whatever that Saturday is. So it's really just like some last, we're not at last minute yet. We're just some continual thinking. Also just thinking of the rotation that's coming up in Standard, which does start with the Atlanta regionals. And just playing around with some other decks. The deck that I really want to test the most, which is currently what I feel like the highest percentage of people are leaning towards, is of course going to be the Terra Box, which is this deck right here. Good old Wellspring, a lot of Hoot Hoots, some Teal Mask, and of course the new card that just came out that I'm really excited about, just because I'm a big Clefairy fan. You guys can see Clefairy right back there behind me. Lily's Clefairy being a big card added in this set. I think actually it's the only card that goes into, it's the only card that goes into this deck other than Lily's Pearl. I'm back and forth on if I think Lily's Pearl is the play or not. Turns Lily's any Lily's cards into a one prizer. So I think it could be the play, especially if I end up playing two Lily's Clefairy. But that is not what we're practicing today. That is not what we're playing today, because this card has not happened. Rotation has not happened. Whenever 6 days and 14 hours from now, 6 days and 16 hours, this will update and add all these new cards. Rotation will happen on live and we can start practicing some other stuff there. But what we are doing today is playing this very silly Slowking deck, which actually, so while we're playing here on stream today, this is actually going to go into a YouTube video that I'm working on, because I do want to start making some more YouTube specific content of the TCG. And so this is this video is going to be titled, "Is this the king of rotation?" Where does let me show you all an easy look at this deck. The king of rotation is what this video is being titled. Is this the king of rotation? Something like that. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I think it is a strong, fun deck, and I think it will add a lot of fun and interesting things. But this is the deck. Well, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Sam, welcome on in. Night 1, I didn't find a land lumber. Day 2, a Seer comes out and says 7/8 enemy. 7 comes out as Monarch. No one has voted up. There's 3 levers. Night 2, I try to plunder 8, but I always blank on UO. Unknown Obstacle. Unknown Obstacle is just such a... I hate it. All 3 landlubbers perish. That's insane. Berserker, Illusionist, Monarch. That's wild. Monarch was against by the rituals. What a great time to be pirate. So this is the deck we're playing here. Slowking is the main attacker here. Let me slide this over so you can actually see it. So you can actually see the cards I'm clicking on. I'll kind of give like some small scale overview of this deck, and then we'll actually get in and play it. Right now, again, this is pre-rotation. Rotation has not happened yet. We are only playing with post-rotation cards, so you will not see any cards in here that won't exist in the rotation. Slowking's whole thing is seek inspiration for the cost of 2 energy. Draw a card off the top of the deck. If it's a Pokemon, you can use one of its attacks. And in this case, we are using attacks such as Conquerdurl, which does 250 damage. Or Annihilate, which both active Pokemon are knocked out. Or Regigigas, which does 100 damage, but if the opponent's active Pokemon is a Terra Pokemon, it does 230 damage, or plus 230, so 130. Or Kyurem, where we can bench snipe, and we can do 110 damage to 3 different Pokemon, including the active, assuming they aren't playing Manaphy, which almost no one's playing Manaphy right now. This deck gets a little underpowered in the next set to be released, Destined Rivals, I want to say it's called, because a new basic Pokemon Shaman comes out, which gives some bench shielding. But until then, especially when rotation happens, this could be an interesting deck. I think this is an off-meta deck. I don't expect to see this deck played a lot at the Atlanta Regional. I think there will definitely be some people running it. I think there is definitely a high possibility it could make day 2. I wouldn't even be surprised if we see someone pilot it to top 8. I'd be a little surprised because this deck works really well in a best of 1 format. This deck works really well with luck. And I think this deck works really well assuming you aren't going up against a lot of things like Terra Box, which can snipe you, or Bolt, which has a lot of HP. I don't know, there's a lot of things to consider. But the main way you attack with these Pokemon is your Stadium Academy at night. Once per turn, you can take a card from your hand and place it on the top of your deck, which basically allows you to choose a card from your hand, a Pokemon there, put it on the top of your deck, and use that attack for your Slow King, which makes it potentially the king of rotation. But again, we are currently pre-rotation. We'll play some games, see what happens. But before we play a game, let's do a soft reset here. We're going to be doing these slowly throughout the night. Definitely not as active doing these as I am during Town of Salem. Town of Salem, obviously, a little bit easier of a time going to do these, but we'll still do some. It's like, oh great, Monarch Knight at night 1, so I'll be able to plunder them. That's just incredible, so great. Has Jailer been buffed to have infinite X's? Welsh, why are you talking about the Jailer? The Jailer doesn't need a buff. The Marshall does. Obviously, as per usual, if you all have any questions about what I'm doing, why I'm doing, what I'm playing, how I'm playing, let me know. I love to talk about Pokemon TCG. Alright, so the biggest thing with this deck is often you want to go second with it because you want to try and put Badoo in active so you can slow down your opponent, allow them not to use item cards. But this deck isn't terrible going first either, because then you can evolve, potentially get an attack off on your second turn. But I personally am going to aim for it to go second. This isn't a great opening hand, but going second, we do have active to our supporters. So we can Professor's Research, we can attack, play down Academy at night. So we only run 4 Academy at night, so we need some way to keep them. We don't want to lose them. Wiz, how do you play that game on a small screen? Seems like fun. Oh, the one on the small screen directly above me? You press buttons. You press buttons, you spin around 3 times, you don't see anything shiny, and you cry. That's really how you play it. I was about to say, are we playing the mirror? I actually have no idea what we're playing right now. Oh, this is the item lock deck. This deck actually that I'm playing against sucks. It's a very off-meta deck. Mischievous Lock. Their ability, as long as Pokemon's in the active spot, basic Pokemon in play have no abilities except for Mischievous Lock. But I mean that doesn't do anything. None of my Pokemon that I have right now have those, so I'm just not gonna put down Squawkabilly. This is really all it comes down to here. No Squawkin'. I could put Conquerdurl on the bench, but I don't think I'm ever going to be Gutsy Swinging. I think I'm just going to... my goal is to go for Snipes. And this is what I would rather get down. Use up all of these. Get down Natu. We already have a Slowpoke down. Get down a Tatsugiri to potentially use. I don't even know that I want to use a Tatsu. I mean, I kind of want to attract customers. My other thought is get down the other Badoo. Because the Natu is prized. The Natu is prized. It's Buddy Buddy again, just to actually... because I didn't actually look at my prize cards. Both my Kyurems are there, my Regigigas is there. I don't think my Regigigas is going to matter. Squawk's not going to matter. 3 of Cypher Maniacs. Okay, so one of my Academy at Nights is prized. And some of my energy is prized. Max Rod is not. We can work with this. Both Zatus and Slow Kings other than the one that I threw away. I think we'll leave the other bench spot open for now. I should have just put the Badoo down on it, actually. I was hoping to... I don't know what I was hoping for. I forgot that they were a 2 energy retreat. That's fine. That's the best we could do here. Anything to recover? I mean, we can recover the Conqueror, or we can recover the Slow. We'll leave it as it is for now. How to win as Illusionist, how to win as Arsonist. Okay, I was talking about maybe more so questions about, like, the Pokemon TCG. The Bayonet here is the card that we're afraid of here. So basically, this thing is, they do 30 damage during your opponent's next turn. They keep playing item cards from their hand. They like to lock the item here. I think is actually nice. Poltergeist, your opponent reveals their hand that's attacked a 6 damage for each trainer card that's in your hand. I only have 3 in my hand right now, so it doesn't super matter. I did get the Zatu, though, which is great. So if they end up getting a knock, they're also using the Zatu, which is the way for them to accelerate cards, accelerate energy, and draw. It's not a terrible reset hand that they gave us. It's actually a pretty decent hand that they gave us. They're going to lock us out of items, but I mean, it depends. If we can just draw the... If we can just draw into, like, some energy right here... No, that's not what we need. We need energy. Because there is a world where we throw the Annihilate down. Because, I mean, now, like, I actually want the Conqueror roll. I didn't know how much XP the Bayonet had, to be completely honest. To be completely real with you, I didn't know how much damage or HP it had, because I don't play against this deck often. It's looking like a pass. Which I don't love. But this is looking like a pass. They could reset our hand again. I don't know that they will, so I could Academy at Night Fez, or just put Fez down. Let's just bench Fez just in case. I could Professor's Research, but I can't get an attack off with that, so I don't know that it's a worth throwing away all these other cards, so I'm just going to pass. Hate it. Hate it. 4-1-4-2 for the Pokedle. I feel like the that's why I put it down. I feel like the Silhouette is just about always like you get it first try. It's tough not to get it first try. Okay, we actually have a really decent start here if they don't item lock us. Remind me what this Spretha is. As long as Pokemon in your active ability attacks by your opponent cost 1 extra, and this attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to both active. Okay, that sucks. If I can top deck something good, we can start moving. We can start moving and grooving. I would love to top deck Kyurem. Or I would love for... of course they're not going to Poltergeist me, they're going to run into Aspera. Spretha. This is a really annoying deck to play. Quite frankly, if we can't get anything off this turn, I'm probably just going to concede, because there are ways to beat this deck. It's just not fun. It's just not a fun deck to play against. Same thing with, like, the Walls deck that's new coming out. Old school Snorlax Saw. Like, they're just not fun decks to play against. I do have a way to attack this turn. I just don't know that I want it. Are you a Terra? You are a Terra. Okay, so Regigigas actually gets an attack. Regigigas actually gets some play here. I just need an extra energy. And there is an energy that would work. I just need to draw it. We did not draw it. What does the Espratha deck do? Makes me cry. Makes me cry mostly. We can't even issue Pollen unless I attach for turn, which I probably will. I'll probably attach this Jet Energy there just so we can get an attack off. Just to item lock them. The Aspratha deck makes me cry, is what it does. I think it's typically more so referred to as the Bayonet Lock, I want to say. Because the whole way this deck that we're playing against operates is by keeping me from being able to use items and cards in my hand. It's basically its whole play, which it's not bad, it's just not fun, is more so how I would describe it. It's just not a fun deck to play against. But again, it's possible to beat it. And it's also possible to easily lose to it, because when you get locked, not a lot you can do. We do get an attack off this turn, though, which is fun. We're going to send up literally anyone, doesn't matter who we send up except for the Slowking, because we're going to Clairvoyant Sense to attach the Jet Energy, which sends it up, Regigigas to the top of the deck so we get an attack off. Easy as that. Easy as that. Unless here, we could actually Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking to get us the two things we need. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that. We need you. And we need you. So this Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking allows me to take two cards out of my deck, shuffle my deck, and then put those two cards on the top of my deck, which then when I use Xatu's ability here, which allows me to attach energy from my hand, and I draw two cards, so I get the two cards I want. I attach this Slowking here. I put Academy at Night. I use Academy at Night to put Regigigas onto the top of my deck. I can use the Reversal Energy, which states that if I have more prize cards remaining than my opponent, which means they've taken knockouts, they've taken 2 knockouts, this counts for 3 energy. Aspratha requires me to have an additional energy to attack. I currently have 3, which is what I need to attack. Seek Inspiration, toss over the top deck. It's Jewel Breaker, does 330 to knock out the Aspratha. Would only do 100 damage, but since they are a Terra Pokemon, it does. We use that to get rid of the Pokemon there, and then I have a second Slowking ready to attack next turn. I also have the Kyurem in hand, which Kyurem... I could have used Kyurem this turn, which could have potentially been the better play, because they would immediately respond with a knockout, but I think at the end of the day, either direction works. Because they are going to take a knockout this turn, because it's 60 times, and I have 1, 2, 3, 3 times 60 is 180. So they will take a knockout this turn if they want it. I don't know why they wouldn't want it. We do take out their Flittle, though. There is actually a chance we just win. Yeah, they don't disrupt our hand, so there is a chance we win. There are a few that are difficult to see because they... Okay, that's fair. On April 1st, I want Pokedol for their silhouette to, no matter what you guess, you be incorrect because it's Clefairy, and it's like Ditto pretending to be another Pokemon. I think that would just be the funniest thing. So, you guys, do they get to look at my hand? They do actually get to look at my hand. That's fun. So they know exactly what's coming for them. And they know has nothing to do with me attacking you. Okay, so I need another Slowbro down. So I'm going to throw away Xatu and an energy. I'm going to throw away Xatu and an energy. I just need another Slowpoke. I need another Slowpoke so that way next turn I have an attack. That's all that super matters to me at this point. Flip the script because we were knocked out. Draw 3. Okay. I will Cypher Brainiac's Code Breaking to ensure I win next turn by putting the Max Rod on the top of my deck, which I think just gets me my win. We'll put an energy there as well. I'm pretty sure that just gives me my win next turn. And then I will put Kyurem on the top of my deck. And then I will seek some inspiration. I will use Trifrost, and I will place 100 damage there, 100 damage there. And I need to get rid of the Flittle, so that way they don't get the Espratha, which makes me use an additional attack. Yeah, I think I just win next turn. Because they can't take 3 prize cards here. I mean, they could do a lot to rim. If they disrupt my hand, that could hurt a lot. And disrupt, you know, be using Iono, which we saw them use the first couple turns. A Judge. Roxanne's still legal right now. Anything that makes me shuffle my hand and get rid of it and draw new cards is hand disruption. But as long as they can't disrupt my hand, I don't know how many Ionos this deck typically plays, but they've already used 2. Oh, there's the third one. Okay, so there's potential this does suck. If they now the only way I lose is if they get rid of my Academy at Night. Hey Percy. Hey Percy. Let's not do that. If they get rid of my Academy at Night, I'm going to be in a very bad position. Percy. I don't know, it depends. If they take the knockout as well, they might not take the knockout. I don't know why they wouldn't take the knockout. But they might not. What's the Academy at Night do? So Academy at Night allows me to take a card and put it on the top of my deck. It's basically how I'm able to attack with Slowking. So what did they just do there? I missed it. Oh, they just used Everlasting Darkness. So actually Everlasting Darkness is good for them. It means that I can't use items, which is fine. We'll just attach pass, because here's the thing. Right now, there's not a lot they can do to me. I mean, they could Iono me again. I probably should have put the Max Rod back on top of the deck. Probably what I should have done to guarantee I get it next turn. If they don't go for the knockout. Oh, no, they're setting up their Mew to use my Seek Inspiration ability, but I don't know what cards they have that would benefit from that. I was hoping they were just going to go for the knockout. Oh, their boss is ordering. Who are they going to boss here? Pheasantipity? Pheasantipity's a good knockout for them, but they might just be trapping it inactive. That's more likely. Oh, no, what they're going to do is they're going to try and copy. So Mew has genome hacking, which allows you to copy your active's attack. So they're planning to put Mew into active so they can copy my Cruel Arrow and hit an attack off. That's actually a really cool play. That's actually really smart. That's actually really, really, really smart. It would allow them to just snipe my Slowking. I mean, it doesn't do a lot. Or they could snipe my Xatu. But either way, it doesn't do a lot if I can just get an attack off. They have more cards in deck, so they aren't really going for a stalling tactic here. Right now, I mean, they are stalling right now, but we'll just keep drawing and see what we draw into. Eventually, they'll knock me out. Which could actually suck. We might actually lose this. It all depends. If I draw into energy the turn that they knock me out, because Pheasantipity being an EX gives them 2 prize cards, and then the next turn they could just bench snipe with Mew. My Stretcher can't use that. I'm basically just trying to. If I can draw Jet Energy, I win. If I top deck Jet Energy, I win. I still have 3 in the deck. I mean, this prize card could be Jet Energy. I didn't count my Jet Energy. I play 4. It could be the prize card. But if I just draw into Jet Energy, I win. Or Tiger code breaking. Hey, there we go. That's what I need. Just in case they disrupt my hand. Just in case they disrupt my hand, that way the next turn I can get a... I can get a boss. I can get a boss and do something with it. Or not a boss, a Professor's Research, I'm sorry. Professor Research allows you to throw away your hand and draw 7 new cards. Which, in 7 cards, surely I would get something that I need to get an attack off. Okay, what are you bossing here? You going for the knockout now? Potentially. But if they go for the knockout, it unlocks my items and I still win. Yeah, so I still win. Yeah, they just conceded. They saw I had the max. So why they just conceded there is when they did that, they saw my hand. So they saw that I had the bench snipe, and they also saw that I had the max rod, so I could get literally anything. So that was a good game. I don't think we'll see that deck a lot. It's a very off-meta deck. I don't think we'll see that deck a lot, especially post-rotation. Even pre-rotation, you don't see that deck very often. But that was still a good game. It's an annoying game, as you saw. I mean, it could have went either way. I could have lost it. But it's one of those games where I'm like, do I really want to spend the time to play this game? Often? No. Often, no. But the reason Slowking does well here is Slowking is a really good deck in a best-of-1 format. Which regionals are not. It's a best-of-3 format. Which is why I don't expect this deck to do super well at Atlanta. Or yeah, there's even a regional before it. There's a regional this weekend. It's not in the States. I don't know where this one's at. Or like a league. There's the equivalent of a regional. I don't know. So again, I'm fine going first or second with this deck. If I go first, it just allows me to set up my Slowbros and my Zatus. This is not the start you want. Definitely don't want to start with Regigigas inactive. That's pretty much the worst thing that this deck does, is that you can potentially start with Regigigas inactive. The reason Regigigas inactive is bad is it's a very unique attacker. It only attacks Terra Pokemon and it requires 4 energy to attack. But when you use Slowpoke to attack, or Slowking to attack, it ignores the additional energy cost because it's just your singular energy cost. I might go a little crazy here and throw away if my Squawk isn't prized. I actually might Squawk and reset my hand, because I would like to get some Buddy Poffins to actually set up my bench. We'll throw that out there just in case they decide for some reason, if they're not playing a stadium or can't get a stadium or can't get rid of it. Ah! Nothing! Oh, that's so disappointing. That's so disappointing. I don't want to throw away both my energies here. Yeah, that sucked. That was a bad Squawk. So the Squawk ability, their ability, you can Squawk and Seize once during your first turn. Doesn't matter if you go first or second, just your first turn. You can throw away your hand and draw 6 new cards. You can use it also if you manage to use up every card, play every card, and have no cards in hand. You just get a free Squawk ability, and you just get free 6 cards. But unfortunately, the 6 cards that we got, while useful cards next turn, like the Ultra Ball can help get me some stuff. The energies are always useful. Professor's Research to reset my hand. I was trying to draw into another basic, either another Slowpoke or a Natu, because any basic Pokemon you play, unless you're playing certain items or stadiums that help benefit it, this deck is not, they have to wait a turn before you can evolve them. And as a Stage 1 deck, we need to evolve. Let's also not forget to talk about the card that we're playing against. I don't know what overall deck this person is playing, but the specific card they're playing is the Cornerstone. Cornerstone Ogerpon cannot be attacked by Pokemon that have an ability. So if your Pokemon has an ability, you cannot damage Ogerpon. So like Squawk ability, for instance, could not attack it. Oh, they just concede. Okay, cool. I didn't want to play against them anyway. That was a really bad start. I don't think they actually conceded because the way that their turn went, I think the person lost connection or Alt F4'd, whatever you want to say. I don't think the person was actually there. I think they just quit their game or lost connection because they didn't play down anything. Or maybe they were sitting there, if they didn't draw into anything. Their turn took so long because they just stared at their hand and cried. Which I've been there. In real life, too. Especially at real life tournaments when you draw into a dead hand and you're just like, I can't do anything. And you just sit there and, like, weep to yourself. Definitely been there. Which is why I think this deck, I don't think this is, I'm playing the perfect version of this deck. I think there are definitely some ways to improve it. I think like a Professor Turo's scenario could be a big help. Professor Turo's scenario, play it, pick up your card, discard anything attached to it, energy, tools, what have you. But I think it could help to like get rid of some of those basics, like if Kiram starts in first position. I think I might start with, I don't know what I'm playing against, but maybe throw Mimikyu up front. Mimikyu can't be attacked. Am I going first or second? They're going second, so let's start Mimikyu up front. That way if they're playing an EX or a V attacker, they can't deal any damage to us. Typically, if someone wants to go second, it's because they can attack second. It could be attacking from Budu, which Budu does 10 damage and then locks your opponent out of using items for the next turn. So it could be that's the reason they want to go second. Like my Dragapult deck, I like to go second with because I can Budu you. Itchy Pollen is the name of the move and keep you from doing anything for a turn. Pheasantipity is played in almost every deck, so I have no idea what they're playing. I'm actually not going to play this energy because I have Xatu in hand, which means I can evolve and use the energy to draw 2 cards. I'm not guaranteed to draw into another Psychic Energy next turn. I probably should have attached the Reversal Energy to Mimikyu, so that way I had a retreat option if I don't draw into Jet Energy. But what is this? Whenever any player attaches an energy from their hand to one of their basic non-water Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Okay, interesting. That's an I don't have no idea what deck I'm playing against right now. Fighting Energy, Latias, Pheasantipity, Monkey Dory. I have no idea what deck I'm playing against right now. No idea what deck I'm playing against right now. They're probably going to attach Energy Retreat and the Budu. I have 0 idea what I'm playing against right now. They're going to Budu me, which is fine. 2 Monkey Dories. I have no idea what I'm playing. I think this person is just playing a very random deck. I don't believe we're playing against like an actual meta deck, which isn't a bad thing. It's fine. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, technically what I'm playing is a very off-meta deck. If I Professor's Research right here, I do throw away both of my Kirams, which is sad, but I have ways to get Kirams back, so I'm not overly upset about it. Not overly upset about it. Playing down Tatsu could be interesting, just to get cards later. Let's do that. You get the Academy at night, which is nice. From your side to my side. So they can take these 20 damage counters that they got on their own Pheasantipity from their own stadium, and they can push them to my side. So they can do it to help damage manipulation, as well as to, like, they could take out my Budu in this turn. Well, not this turn, because if they would have attached again to Pheasantipity, they're probably going to attach the 20 to maybe a Slowpoke. No, just to the Mimikyu. That's interesting. So they're also playing Fighting Energy. I don't know why they're playing Fighting Energy, because Monkey Door only needs Dark Energy. Obviously, you know, I have no idea what deck we're playing against. All of these cards I have in my hand, I don't care about. So I can throw away the Academy at night. I can go for Professor's Research and throw all those away and not care at all. I can... If I draw 2 really good cards here... I don't draw 2 really good cards. If I did, though, that would have been so cool. I, on one hand, kind of want to attach here. But if they push the 20 damage, they actually get a knockout next turn. So I'm just going to attach 2 Slowpoke here. Just in my turn. Just in my turn. Not a great turn for me. And they get rid of my Academy at night, which I needed, but I was going to Professor's Research either way, so it's fine. There was a chance they would have gotten rid of it. They actually could move this full 30 and kill my Mimikyu and force me to promote something. So I'm going to promote the Badoo, and then we'll just get into a Badoo fight, which is fine. I don't really honestly care about the Badoo fight. Or they retreat and they attach with Pheasantipity and they kill. Probably Xatu is their best kill here, but they might for some reason decide to kill Slowbroke because it has energy on it. But their best kill is the Xatu here. What is this item they just attached? Can I please see the item? If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attacker, put 4 damage counters on the opponent Pokemon. Ooh, that's spicy. That's real spicy. What's in my discard right now? Okay, we get an attack this turn if I can get... If I can get... this... No, I can't get the stadium. Well, I can maybe get the stadium. If I can get the stadium, how many stadiums do I have in deck right now? 2. If I can get the stadium into hand, I can get an attack off this turn. And it'd be a really, really good attack. Oh, wait a second. I can do it. I can do it. That was my... Super excited I can do it. Put Academy there. Put Slow King there. Nice. Actually, I can Ultra Ball to get a Slow King. I'll just throw away a Night Stretcher to do it. Because I'm also thinking I really want to get another... Actually, no, never mind. I don't have to throw away that. This is all fine. This actually works perfectly. This is actually perfect. Second Academy, let's go. Alright, Slow King down. We're going to Night Stretcher to get Natsu out of our bench. Alright, I discard to put back on the bench. We're going to retreat into Slow King. We're going to play the Academy at night. We're going to Night Stretcher to grab Kyurem. We're going to Academy at night. Put Kyurem on the top of our deck. And then we're going to Seek Inspiration. We're going to use Trifrost. We're going to take out both of their Monkey Dories. And then I have a thought here. So I could take out their Budu, which gives me a prize card advantage. But 30... a Budu isn't that scary, so I could instead put it on the Latias. Or I could also put it on the Pheasantipity. If I put it on the Pheasantipity, a second Trifrost takes out their Pheasantipity, which honestly isn't bad. I'd like to get rid of that Pheasantipity. Their Latias just is free retreats. But the Lati gives them free retreat. I mean, both is fine, but the Pheasantipity being an active... Drop it on the Fez. It's inactive, but if I can get an attack off next turn... I also don't want to take out their Budu, because then that puts me at the prize advantage, which I don't really want to be at a prize advantage right now. Because I don't know what I'm playing against, and I don't know if it's a deck that works well behind. I'm actually in a very okay position right now, if assuming I can get energy into hand. Because they're going to Cruel Arrow me. So my active Slow King actually doesn't get kicked out. Oh, they're playing Baby Blood Moon Ursaluna? I don't know what this deck is at all. This Pokemon is played from your hand onto your bench. You may attach up to 2 basic energy from your discard to fighting basic energy. What's the Tatsu's ability? So if Tatsu's an active, you look at the top 6 cards that you have, reveal a supporter card there, and put it into your hand. So it's basically just a helpful card to help me get like Professor's Research or like the Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, assuming it's in the top 6 cards. So it's semi-useful, but you have to be an active to use it. So we can't use it from the bench like our Pheasantipity. If we get knocked out, we flip the script if one of our Pokemon were knocked out the last turn, draw 3 cards. They decided to take out our Slowpoke with damage on it. It's probably the smart play. Basically here, I'm hoping to draw into... Not that. Not that. So there is an idea behind Professor's researching into... Throw that away. Get Xatu. Jet Energy is what I would like to draw into my hand right now. I've already thrown away 1 Academy at Night. I only play 4. I have no way to get it back in hand, so I really don't want a Professor's Research here. I don't want a Professor's Research here because I lose so much if I do that. They're going to Cruel Arrow again next turn. Right, we're actually in a very bad spot here. Part of me wants to just attach active. Because they... Oh, no, this does 100 damage to one of your opponent's so it doesn't have to be... It could actually be it could be active, but active doesn't kill. Active doesn't kill, so we attach active. And we end our turn. I could actually win next turn, I'm realizing. I couldn't win next turn. Wait, I take that back. I couldn't win next turn. I did my math wrong. I could potentially, if they play nothing down this turn, I get into a winning position where they have to do a lot of work. That is a lot of cards they just threw away. I'm surprised they didn't Iono me. Which would give me 2 more cards. I mean, I guess they don't know what's in hand. Professor's Research is honestly better there. They don't know what 2 cards I have in my hand, and obviously I didn't get an attack off. Grabbing the Monkey Dory. The Monkey Dory is not what we want to see. Please don't have Dart. Ah! They kill our active Slowking. They're going to put the 30 damage from their Pheasantipity onto our active Slowking, and then they're going to Cruel Arrow and kill the active Slowking. Dang! No! They kill the Badoo? Do they Cruel Arrow with a Pheasantipity to get the win in next turn? No! What? You won next... I mean, I guess you still win next turn. Why wouldn't they take out my attacker? I don't know why they didn't take out my attacker. Conquered Earl could also be big here, but I could potentially win this turn. I could potentially win this turn. I need 1 more piece and I win this turn. I did not get it. I did not get the piece I needed. I needed a way to get Kyurem back in hand. Yep. If I could have just gotten Kyurem, I could have won, because it's 110 to Pheasantipity, 110 to Badoo, 110 to Monkey Dory. But I, unfortunately, did not get... So I think the play here... No, the play here is just lose. Well, no, there's nothing. I was going to say... well, actually... There is a... No, because Annihilate also wins. Because I was like, I could Destined Fight. There is nothing in deck. Man. It was the next card! It was the next card! Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. We could have won with 1 more. They have, like, 3 different ways they can win here. Man. That was a close game. I still am very confused on what they were playing. That is not a deck I've seen played. Which is, we're also at a time at the end of rotation where people are just going to play some weird things. I think people, I mean, online as well, people just tend to play weird things just to see how they play, to just do weird stuff. Right after rotation, we'll see a lot of people playing meta decks to practice them, which will be a good time. That'll be a stream we do next week, which will be a good time. We'll get to play the Terra box. Very excited to play the Terra box. That's what I've been just like offhandedly shuffling this entire stream. I'd like to get a couple good games in here. I bought this today. I'm very excited to play it. I'm gonna play it after stream. Picked up the new Assassin's Creed game today. Am I going first or second? I'm going first. I skipped the last Assassin's Creed game, and I'm really excited for this one. I've heard, obviously, back and forth stuff, because people are always back and forth on Ubisoft games. But I've heard positive stuff, and also it looks good. Everything I've seen about it looks good. Raging Bolt is a deck that could also be really good post-rotation. We'll see if this person is playing the post-rotation deck or the pre-rotation deck. Looks like they're playing the post-rotation because they have the Knocked Owl. Knocked Owl is going to be a very big card as we rotate. It's going to be really annoying. I'm going to mute my mic for a second. I was like, taking these stickers off of this game are probably going to be really loud and obnoxious and not fun to hear. This might just be an instant concede. GG, go next. Depending on what I draw here. Why do we have so many games with 2 discs? This is a 2-disc game. I'm fully expecting to lose this match, by the way. We'll probably also won't only play Slow King tonight. We might play some other decks tonight. But I do want to play a little bit of Slow King. I like to play one really good game where we can do a lot. I mean, we could do a lot here if I can get set up. There's honestly a world where we get off a really cool attack next turn. I immediately lose. But there is a world where we get off a really cool attack next turn, which would be really fun. But yeah, this Raging Bolt deck that the opponent is playing, and they are playing the rotated version of this, like the deck that you want to play in rotation. We just lose. We just lose. This is another deck that we'll see a lot at regionals, at the Atlanta regionals. Was one I was considering playing, but I like Terra Box more. Right now, that could change when I start actually getting to test next week. Let's see what's on the top of my deck. It was energy. Let's see, buddy. Do you have 1 energy in hand? All you need is a singular fighting energy in hand. Or a Knocked Owl to get it. That's all they need, and they win. I just want to see what they grab off the Jewel Seeker here. They're putting a lot of thought into this. It's just grab Earthen Vessel. All you need here is an Earthen Vessel. Surely you have an Earthen Vessel in your deck. Surely you have a way to get... Or you just need a Professor Sada, or you just need a Night Stretcher. Yeah, you took way too long to do that. So you do not get the pleasure of clicking your button and taking your win. You took too long to make that decision. GG. That was a very bad start for us. There was potential there, but we just did not get the cards we need. But Raging Bolt is a very good post-rotated deck. This is the Terra Box. This is the other deck we're talking about, although it is missing a very necessary piece right now. This also isn't my completed version that I'm going to do, because I don't think I'm going to use Judge. I think I'm going to play Iono. But we aren't playing it right now because the cards, the additional cards that I need for it have not released yet. They will be releasing next Friday. Do you even splash, bro? How many Cartana Dynamax Adventures are you up to now? My opponent has chosen heads. 18. I just hate how long Dynamax Adventures take, and it's primarily because of the animations that you can't turn off. I just wish you could turn off the animations. Playing against Miraidon, I love Miraidon. Miraidon is my deck. They actually could just take the donk and win. This deck could donk me. I might just concede. Emerald, how are you doing? Welcome on in. There's no way they brick. And they take a lot. They're a very long setup. Their likelihood of bricking is so low, and I don't even have a decent next turn, so we're just going to concede. We're just going to concede. Their turn is going to take so long to set up. And even if they somehow whiff the attack, which is so unlikely to whiff the attack, if they whiff the attack, I still don't have an amazing next turn. Like it with people, because the AI just sucks. That's the other thing. The AI for all those Dynamax Adventures are awful. I mean, to be fair, I do like Dynamax Adventures more than I like, what is it in Scarlet and Violet? What is Scarlet and Violet's again? Raid Dens? Is that what it is? I like Dynamax Adventures more than the Raid Dens. Terra Raids, that's what it is. Terra Raids, yeah, Terra Raids are just awful. No! Taking some, oh wait, let me look at their mulligan. So we took mulligans, meaning we didn't have a basic Pokemon. Oh, we're playing against Surledge. We could beat Surledge. We could beat Surledge. That's beatable. Very, very beatable. Although taking this many freaking mulligans is something else. Okay, what is all of that just to get the Budu? How many mulligans did I end up taking there total? It'll tell us in a second. I think 4. Dynamax Adventures is pretty fun. I like to have multiple battles to the legendary. Yeah, and also in Dynamax Adventures, you have the increased shiny odds in like each step of it. So like there are so many different ways you could potentially get a random shinies and whatnot. Like it's really cool. I'm a fan, at least of that aspect. I just wish you could turn off animations. That's truly the only thing I dislike about Dynamax Adventures. And also, again, the AI is bad. Hold up a second. Are you also playing? Why are you playing Terapagos? Is that the new strat? Do you play Terapagos in it? Maybe it is. I don't know. How do we want to code break here? How do we want to break the code? What do I want to put into my hand next turn? Because I think that's what we go for. Because we already have the Slow King. If they get the knockout, the reversal energy gives me what I need. We could also just attach it. Does it just activate? It acts as 1, right? I actually need to read the text of that card. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. If you have more prize... Okay, so we can't actually attach that. Actually, we just need energy. So let's actually put on the top of our deck. Let's put on the top of our deck energy and Kyurem. Because that actually potentially gives us a really fun next turn. Could give us a really silly next turn. We're locking them out of items, which is great. I really hope whatever they give us in Gen 10, which I also hope Gen 10 is a while off. Whatever they give us, I hope, is at least something comparable more towards Dynamax Adventures than Terra Raids are. What do they do here? Search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to this Pokemon to shuffle your deck. Wow, what a play. Attach. Attach. Play. Professor's Research. Retreat. Can I attack? I can't attack. Academy at night. Kyurem on top of the deck. So this is only going to kill the 2 Charcadets. It's not going to put any damage on Terapagos. I'll explain why in a minute. I'll explain why it doesn't damage the Terapagos once I pass my turn here. We do take the 2 knockouts from their Charcadets, though, which are their main attackers when they evolve into Surledge. Which means they do have to set it up for next turn, which is nice. Okay, the Buddy Buddy Poffin is good, so we can set up the Xatu. So, Terapagos here. I hate the way that it kind of like covers this. It's difficult to see. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, it's because it's a Terra Pokemon. It cannot be damaged by attacks from my Pokemon. So, Kyurem is this attack does 110 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. But like Dragapult, for instance, does 200 damage to the active Pokemon, and then you can place 6 damage counters. So like it attacks the Terapagos, but that was a great Carmine, by the way. They just discarded like 5 energy. We'll talk about the Surledge, what it does once they evolve it, but right now no one's evolved it. I've just been so bad about doing those mass outbreaks. My other Natu's prized, which is sad. I have a Slowking in hand. I don't want to bench this one. I don't want 3 Slowking or 4 Slowkings down to... I don't even know that I want 3, actually. 3's okay since we don't have a Natu, I guess. But I would rather pull the Slowpoke out of my deck, so that way it's just... Or you know what? They're probably going to kill... No, I don't think I need 2 Badoos. I don't think I need 2 Badoos. I'm going to Badoo later if I need it. I need energy is what I need. But I don't want a Professor's Research because this is too many good things to throw away. So I think actually what we'll do is we'll attach the Jet Energy to the Badoo. So we actually should have pulled the Badoo. It's fine. It's fine. And we will Itchy Pollen. Lock them on items. I would really like to... I didn't even check to see if Regigigas is in deck. Regigigas is my attacker that I need here. So Surledge, which they might get the evolve here. When are you going to Atlanta? So the Atlanta Regional is April 11th through 13th, somewhere in that time frame. Is April 12th and 13th, so I will be there for that. Who do I want to send to active? I should have. Oh, I should have. Natu is a single. Man, I screwed up. Not. I should have put down the other Badoo. I didn't look at my hand. That was a misplay on my part. That was a giant misplay on my part. I don't want to send up the Natu because I don't want to lose the Natu, so we'll just send up the Slowpoke. Massive misplay on my part. Massive. There is a world where I professor's research here. Because I don't think Curum comes into play anymore. I don't need the other Slowpoke. I don't need the Tatsu. The Jet Energy and the Academy at Night are things that I'm sad to lose. But I'm not that sad to lose them. Not that sad about losing them. There's still a world where I attack this turn. Definitely a world where I attack this turn. I mean, if I attack this turn means I'd be attacking with Curum. I don't love attacking with Curum here, as it only takes out the Charcadet. So I think I instead do them again. Yeah. I would do them again. Make sure to do some. Yeah, I definitely plan to be. I definitely plan to be recording while I'm there. I definitely will try and do better. I still have my Pokemon Go Fest content that I never did anything with. Just because, like, I think the video was just bad. The audio was bad, so I still need to get around to it. I want to do something with it. They're gonna boss my pheasant. Why didn't you boss my Pheasantipity? What? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Why would you take out my Slowking? I can eat. I have 2 Slowpokes on the bench. I can set up a Slowpoke. I can set up another Slowking so easily, and in fact, I will. Why wouldn't you take out my Pheasantipity? What? What? That's just dumb. So I could Regigigas, which does 330 damage, and I think I will Regigigas and do 330 damage. I think, in fact, I shall do that. Flip script. Hey, look at that. Just like that, we've got a Slowking back, and I didn't even have to use my Max Rod to do it. Would you look at that? Do I want to Cypher Maniac's code breaking anything? Sure. Sure, I do. Conquerdurl. I want to put Conquerdurl on the top of the deck. Yeah. I don't want to use Conquerdurl this turn, but I do want to use it next turn. I just force reset that run on a single fire type. Yeah, if you force reset, you still get, it's still the same run. I have learned that. Really sad. I'm pretty sure I just win. I don't think they have an option to. Actually, their win con here is no. Even if they boss my Xatu and kill it, yeah, I just win. That's just GG. Actually, their win con here is disrupting my hand, which they aren't disrupted unless this deck. Yeah, I win. Time to purposely lose this run. That might honestly be the fastest way out. So the reason why I know I win is they need to take 4 prize cards. They only take 1 prize card here. And I can immediately attack with the same attack that I used last turn, which does 330 damage. We send up Budu. We play the Max Rod, which gets us back Regigigas, Slowking, and an Energy, which I think is literally the only things we need. I could grab other things off the Max Rod, but I don't even need them. Because we use that. Clairvoyant Sense to attach an Energy. Attach another Energy. We retreat into the Slowking. We Academy at Night to put the Regigigas on the top of our deck. And we seek inspiration to grab out the Regigigas, Jewel Breaker, kill the Surledge, taking our final 2 prize cards. And that's a GG. That is a GG. So as you can see, a very fun deck when you can set up and work. Which I think is the thing that's going to cause this deck to lose more often than not, is itself. I think itself causes it to lose more than anything else. It causes itself to lose. I would like to see the mirror match, because I know the mirror match is kind of interesting. I have seen, I think Crobat is how you, I think this right here is how you combat the mirror match. Which is to do the Poison Fang attack. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned during Pokemon check and do damage counters onto that instead of 1. That doesn't seem like a very... 120 just kills the Slowking. Which I guess is better than the Kyurem, because the Kyurem doesn't kill the Slow... I don't know, I don't think that's actually... Maybe this isn't the Crow... I played this against one person in an actual thing, and they were like, yeah, I play the Crobat because the Crobat is great for the mirror. Maybe it was a different Crobat. That's rotating, so not that. Maybe it's this one? Use an item card or supporter cards during your opponent's next turn. Choose item cards or supporter cards during your opponent's next turn. They can't play any of the chosen cards from that guy. That's kind of crazy. No, yeah, it's got to be this one. I don't know why that helps them in the mirror match. Huh. Because the ability doesn't matter because we'd just be attacking with it. It would never be on our bench. So we couldn't use the ability. So it's just for the poison. I guess just because it does the 120 damage, which is enough to knock out Slowking, but Conqueror does that. I guess Conqueror is the only thing that does that, but still. Yeah, I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. Nitro! How'd your last tourney go? Not good. So what happened last time is, you all know I'd been talking it up. I uploaded that video where I played the Dragapult deck in an online cup. I won really well. I was really excited about how I did. That next weekend, there was a regional in Vancouver. It was a really sucky regional for the people playing it if they made it to day 2, because it was the weekend of time change. So the people who were playing lost an hour of sleep. Like, that's gotta suck, because you're already tired. You're already worn out from playing so much Pokemon, and then you lose an hour of sleep. Big yikes. But, so that weekend, the winning deck in both the Seniors and the Masters is Dragapult. Not the same Dragapult I had built, a different version of Dragapult, but still, it was a Dragapult deck that won. What tends to happen when a certain deck wins a regional is typically for the next couple of weeks, especially the immediate week after, a lot of what you're going to see at your local tournament scene is whatever deck just won said tournament. So, because Dragapult had just won, because at the time the way the meta was in the format, Dragapult was really good, a lot of people were playing Dragapult. But that also means a lot of people were playing decks that counter Dragapult. So what I should have done was not play Dragapult, because I knew going into it that there would be a lot of people playing Dragapult, and there would be a lot of people prepared for Dragapult. But I really wanted to play it because I had just played it and won that online cup, so I really wanted to play it in person. But I definitely just should have just cut my losses and took a different deck with me. I still had fun, but I lost my first match. My first game I matched up into my friend who I went to the event with. They were playing a deck that super counters Dragapult, so I lost to them. I went to my next game and lost to Slowking, to this deck that I'm playing against. which was my first time playing against this deck, which is why I started playing this online, because I'm like, I need to be prepared for this deck, because I haven't played it, and I've only seen it a couple times, so playing the deck is a good way for me to understand how it works, so that way, if I'm on the other side of the table, and the other person's playing it, while I might not know their exact strategy or the exact cards they have in their hand, I at least know the deck's strategy, so I can be prepared for that. So I lost to them. I got down paired, which down paired means, because at this event, you have Masters, Seniors, and Juniors. Masters are anyone over, I want to say 18, but I think it might honestly be 17 or 16. I don't know. It might be based, because I've definitely seen like some 17-year-olds in Masters, I think. I don't know. I'm not exact. Then you have Seniors, which is like whatever the year below Masters is until like, I think like 13 or 12. And then Juniors is anyone below that age. So when you get down paired at an event like this, I've been went and played a child. Like, I'm over here, you know, almost 30, sitting down across the table from like an 11-year-old kid who I immediately, I destroyed, not because, like, there are a lot of kids who are really good at this game. This kid probably was fine, but they were clearly not caring that night, because, like, he was just like, nah, I don't care, like, as soon as I sat down. And so I beat the kid, and then I won my next game, and then won my last game, but I still ended up coming in, like, 20-something place. It was really bad. It was really bad. So then I ended up not going to the cup that was the next day, because I just was not feeling good about myself. So I just did not go play the next day. So I'm playing in a cup, or maybe I'm playing in something, not this weekend, but the next weekend. I think it's a cup. It's before rotation. I don't know what I'm going to play at it yet, but I'm definitely probably not going to play Dragapult, because everyone is prepared for Dragapult right now. I might honestly play Slowking, just because it's a silly deck right now that's good. I might honestly just go play this deck, because I have it built. I don't have it completely built, but I can build it very easily. Trying to kill the run and I won the run. That's so funny. What was your win for it? So this person is playing Poltzard. So they are playing both Dragapult and Charizard. They shouldn't have used their Terra Orb there, because I could Iono them, or judge them, or reset their hand in some way. They shouldn't have used their Terra Orb this early. That was a misplay on their part. We Bunnywitty Poffin for sure. Squawkabilly is actually big here. Badoo and a what's in my hand? A Slowpoke, Xatu. Laydown, Slowpoke. Academy at Night, so it's out there. They could easily get rid of it, but maybe they won't. Jet Energy to send up the Badoo. And I really don't want to Squawk here now. I actually like this deck, this hand that I have. But we are going to lose everything in it, because we're going to Squawk and Seize, so we might as well get another Natu to put down. And we'll Squawk. Yeah, I really don't want to throw away this hand, but I will throw it away. It's not a perfect hand. If I had energy, if I had multiple energy, I probably would skip the Squawk and Seize, but it's not a perfect hand. It's better. It's not great. It's okay. I could Academy at Night and Academy at Night, but assuming they can't get rid of my Academy at Night. How many times can I say Academy at Night? Nothing good. Sad. I've almost finished my Pokemon Pearl, or Shining Pearl playthrough. So that's an exciting update. Actually, I realized I don't think I need to beat Shining Pearl. I think all I have to do is I I think all I have to do is just catch the Palkia, right? I don't think I actually have to beat the game. And I'm just about to get the Palkia, because Palkia is really the only thing I need. I mean, there are some other version exclusives. I know they conceded. They actually didn't need to concede there. I didn't have, like, game in hand. I could have had game in hand. I don't know what my top deck was, but I didn't have game in hand. I was really close to winning, but I think they should have played it out. Right now in Shining Pearl, I am making my way up Mount Coronet to get Palkia. I still have one more gym battle to do. So, like, I'm near the end of the game either way, but I don't think I even need to go do the gym battle. I think I literally just need to catch Palkia and I'm good. Because all I need is... Because all the other version exclusives are before that. Yeah, all I need is Palkia. So we'll probably put that on... We'll probably put that on stream schedule for next week. To finish... I don't like this. Am I going first or second? I'm going second. I have Jet Energy in hand, but I might Iono. I might want to start the Fez in active because it's only a 1-cost retreat, whereas Slowpoke is a 2-cost retreat. But I guess I could Ultra Ball the Xatu, and yeah, it's okay. Okay, well, it's fine. I don't know. It doesn't matter if I go the Ultra Ball route. I don't know. Yeah, so all I need is the Palkia, so we'll probably put that on the stream schedule for next week. Next week's going to be Town of Salem, BDSP, and probably TCG, because rotation happens, so I want to stream. Like Terrabox and probably a new Raging Bolt. Maybe even the Mamoswine deck, but I don't want to play that one too much because I have no way of building it. The Ends deck, stuff like that. Just to have an idea of how their decks work, but... Have all the trades ready. You need the Palkia, right? You also need the Palkia, don't you, Welsh? Or do you just need version exclusive, right? Or not version exclusive, but just trade Evos. Either way, we'll get it all done next week. Hate to throw away a Stretcher. I really hate to throw away a Stretcher, but... Palkia. Oh, trade Evos and Palkia. Okay, yeah, we'll get those done. Did they put anything into their hand that I can make them throw away? No. But will I? Oh no. I should have actually grabbed that. That's fine. That's... I actually think I'll skip the Squawk and Seize. So I want to keep the Max Rod in hand. I mean, I would like to get some energy. Because I have no energy currently set up. I might actually Squawk and just throw it. I don't think the Max Rod... I think I could honestly do without the Max Rod and could put a better Ace spec in this deck. I don't think the Max Rod is the best Ace spec. Because I think there are just better Ace specs. I think there's just better Ace specs. Version exclusives as well, but I could do just for that. Nah, we'll do all the trades. I see no reason like why it would be an issue. Because I need to do the trade Evos. But I can also just trade across the version. I don't know, how many version exclusives are there? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. Yikes, bud, that's a lot of damage. So that's a lot of damage you just did there. Yikes, bud, that's more than I was hoping for. Yeah, bud. Yikes. Yikes. We get an attack. We will get an attack off at least. Okay. What do I want to attack with though? That's the question. I think the attack play is just 2 Kirams. Kiram here, here, here. Oh, not Cypher. Ultra Ball. I want an Ultra Ball. I want an Ultra Ball. Yeah, I think Kiram is just our attacker here. Right? Oh no, we can't put it onto the 2 of them because they're Terra. So onto the Toad Scroll, which doesn't kill it. Onto the Mew and the Squawkabilly for sure. Maybe take out their second Toad Scroll? Maybe take out their... Actually... I mean, then I could always Annihilate for the knock. Either way, I think the Kyurem's the play. Cypher Maniac to set up our next turn, which I want in energy. And I would say Professor's Research, but because of the having all those Academy of Knights in my hand, energy and a Slow King. Academy of Knight. Put the Cure on the top of the deck. Seek Inspiration. Wow, I feel so inspired! Alright, so 110 on Mew, 110 on Squawk. Or I don't put it on the Toadstool, so that way if they play Pheasantipity, they can't get it. I could just put it here on their active Toadstool. If they played out another basic, honestly, I don't think I care about the Fez draw that much. I don't think I care about them getting a Fez draw all that much. I don't think I really care. Because there's so many other ways to get cards. I don't think it matters. I think I would rather than play down another basic. Because if they played down another basic, I just win next turn. I don't know why they just moved all their energy like that. Oh! This attack does 40 more damage for each benched Pokemon that has a grass energy. I didn't actually even look at what I'm attacking. Prevent all attacks of attacks used by your Pokemon done to Pokemon that... Wait, what? This is why you gotta read. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to your Pokemon that have energy. That's so cool. Damage is not an effect though. So like we can still damage people, but still, that's cool. It basically means I can't like paralyze a Pokemon, poison stuff like that. Devo them, I guess. Can't Devo them, but still, it's not a super broken ability for what I am playing. It doesn't do anything incredible to me. Not the Iono! It's fine. I didn't really have anything great in hand, and I actually get multiple things that I need. That's actually fine. That only really sucks if they get rid of my Academy at Night. Okay. I think I just win. Yeah, I think I just win. Because I'm at a price card disadvantage, so the reversal energy is activated. So I play. Ultra Ball. I just need Kyurem here, right? Let me just make sure I'm not being stupid. Kill, 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 yeah. GG. Alright, just making sure I'm not doing an oopsie. 2 prize cards. 2 prize cards. 1 prize card. 5 prizes. GG. You love to see it. Gimme those prize cards. Love to see it. Let's go. GG's. 20 adventures done, no shiny card. Have you gotten any shinies in those 20 adventures? Because what are shiny odds? 1 in 25. I mean, it's 1 in 100. But because you see 4 Pokemon, it's 1 in 25 that you will see a shiny. It's 1 in 100 that the legendary will be shiny, but you have a 1 in 25 chance of getting a shiny within the run. You had 2? That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Can't be upset about that. Alright, let's get, this might be our last game of the night. A bit of a shorter stream, but also started late, which I do apologize for, but dealing with stupid neighbors. Alright, what do they got for us? What are they playing? What are we attacking? Are we going first or are we going second? It is up to them. They have won the coin toss. We can work with either position. We would like to go second, which we do get to go second here. Would love to start with a Badoo in hand. And not terrible. Not great. This honestly could be a Professor Research. I don't want to Professor Research 2 Slowkings away, though. That just feels bad. That just feels bad throwing away 2 Slowkings when the deck only plays 3. So I really don't want a Professor's Research if I don't have to. But I might have to, especially with my Max Rod already in hand. There is a chance we could be playing Mirror here, since they also started Natu. They have more info since they see my bench Slowpoke. They benched 3 Natus. We are not playing the Mirror. I think we're playing Bayonet again. Okay, everyone, we need to all unsubscribe if Wiz doesn't win the Atlanta Regional. Oh, go ahead and unsubscribe now. What a bad draw! What a bad draw! That's so sad. Oh, that's such a sad draw. Oh, that hurts. That sucks. That sucks. That's not much better. That's not much better. We might just lose. We might just be locked out of anything here. Yikes. Yeah, if you're gonna unsubscribe if I don't win the Atlanta Regional, go ahead and unsubscribe now. I mean, there's a chance anyone could win, but this is my first regional. I'm not winning it. My goal is to day 2, which I don't even think will happen. Lee, how you doing? Welcome on in. The 2 heads. I almost had all 3. Give me something I can use. Give me something I can use. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, now we can actually look at our deck. Well, those were our only Slowkings. My other Slowking is prize, but I do have 4 Night Stretchers, so I can get it back easy enough. We aren't completely bricked. We aren't completely bricked, but we also aren't in a good position. We, in fact, are in a very bad position. I have no idea what I'm playing against, though. I don't know why they're playing 3 Natus and why it's the only thing they've benched. They also attached... Okay, yeah. Latias, I think this is just Bayonet. And they just... Maybe they're bricking. They're what they need is prized. I don't know. I don't know why they've attached so much energy to their Natu, though. Because I think it's only a 1-cost retreat, and they have Latias, so... Ah! If they would have got all 3 heads there, that would have sucked. All 3 heads would have been real bad for me. No! Give me something else other than energy! Anything other than energy, I'm begging. I'm begging for anything other than energy. I would love another professor's research. But I think I threw away my other professor's yeah, I threw away the professor's research. I would love anything. I would love Natu. Or Xatu, rather. I would love a Xatu. Hey, no fair! I wanted one! Yeah, this is why I'm saying I don't know why they played 2 energy there, because it only does 80 damage, so do you really want to be attacking with Xatu? They're picking up their Natu that's out there. No. They're picking up the one that had energy on it. Okay, that's reasonable, I guess, to get back to 3 energy. I need them to get 3 tails. 3 tails. Tails fails. No! No! They got 1! Hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Professor's research! Okay. We're not completely cooked yet. We're basically cooked. We're basically cooked, but we're not completely cooked yet. We almost have all the pieces we need. Wow, we're so close to having all the pieces we need. I want a little more draw here. Wait, can you attach to yourself? Attach a basic energy from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon. Oh, you can attach. I didn't realize you could attach to itself. I don't know why I would want to. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. No! I was... It's fine. It's fine. I still need other pieces here, so it's not great. I still need other pieces. Yeah. If the Kyurem would have been in my discard, I could have pulled Kyurem to get a cool attack off, but that's when I was like, wait, no, I also need a retreat a bit. I also need to retreat. And I have no way to retreat the Slowpoke. But we have a really cool attack next turn. So that's something. That's something. I have no idea what this person is playing. I don't know what they're cooking. And I can't decide yet if it's something good or not. They could be cooking the best deck ever. They're attacking with Latias, which I don't think is great. Yeah, I don't think that's great. Okay, so here's the big brain play. Are you all ready for this huge brain play? We promote Pheasantipity to start things off. We Cypher Maniac's code breaking. Because we get to flip the script here, so we definitely want Jet Energy. We want to be able to jet the Slowpoke up. Oh, we could have actually just started Slowpoke up there. Actually, I don't need the Jet Energy. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And we need Kyurem. That way we take out Xatu, Natu, and Natu. Only 3 prizes, though. Not great. Could also Conquer Drill here, which I think could also be a better... Conquer Drill might actually be a better attack. The Conquer Drill actually, I think, is a better attack here. Buddy Buddy Poffin, just what I was hoping for. I was hoping just luck would just give us the Buddy Buddy Poffin. So we Night Stretcher to get Slowking. We play down Slowking. We Jet Energy Slowking up. They play Academy at night. We Night Stretcher for Conquer Drill, which does 250 damage, which would be a knockout. There's a world where I bench the other Natu. And it's this world. Let's throw it down. Doesn't hurt to have it on the bench. Definitely does not hurt to have it on the bench. Alright, that's all we need to do. And we Gutsy Swing for the knockout, getting rid of 3 of their energies. Giving me 2 prize cards. While I would really like to Kyurem, and hopefully this turn we can Kyurem if they don't do anything too crazy here. Kyureming, they would just immediately get to respond and I would be down energy. This way, there's a chance that they can't get a knockout this turn. Right now, they have nothing on their board that knocks us out. So right now, getting rid of that is the best thing we can do. Whatever they nest ball here determines if we get knocked out this turn. But even if they do knock us out, we have things we can do because we have another Cypher Maniacs. Terrapagos, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? And please get out of the kitchen. Please stop cooking. I don't think it's anything good. I think you're trying to do too many things. And a Fan Rotom? What did you need Fan Rotom for? Fan Rotom, their ability is only during your first turn, you can search your deck for 3 normal type Pokemon that have less than 100 HP. So typically you're using it to find Hoot Hoots. Or Noctowls, but I have no idea what this person would have been using it for. Okay, it was for Hoot Hoots. Manaphy, no! Why are you playing Manaphy? Who plays Manaphy? I mean, clearly they do. It is a good play. It is good. Manaphy counters this deck. What are you... I don't understand this cook. I don't understand this cook. Okay, so we just aren't going for the Kyurem attack play. The Kyurem attack is not our play right now. Unless they decide to get rid of their Manaphy. So we Academy at night. So getting rid of adding Academy at night means they have to discard 3 Pokemon on their bench. If Manaphy is one of the ones they discard, then the Kyurem play is back in session. If not, then we're looking for something different. The Cypherman, we still take 2 prizes this turn. They do not get rid of the Kyurem. What did they get rid of instead? They got rid of 2 of their Natus and a Radiant Greninja. Okay, so we are going to Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. I need... Oh no! This is my last Night Stretcher. Oh no. That isn't good. That's actually really bad. So I can get an attack off, but it'll be the last attack I make because I can't get back my Slowkings. My Max Rod is gone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can only bring back one Pokemon and it's Slowking. And I can't attack with it. I misplayed in the Cyphermania, so I needed to... Oh no. Okay, we can at least attack. It's fine. I don't want to do this attack. No, this attack actually loses the game for me. Because it's all my Slowpokes are gone. So I actually cooked too hard with the... I messed up with the professor's research we did turn 1. It was a necessary professor's research at the time, but it screwed me because I have no way to get these cards back. I have no way to get these cards back. Them playing that Manaphy screwed me. Them playing that Manaphy screwed me. And I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I wasn't expecting them to be playing the Manaphy. I gave them another turn just so I can think, but I don't think there's anything we can do here, so I think we just scoop. I think we just scoop here. Because the only thing I can attack with is Annihilate, but that knocks out both Pokemon. Which obviously I don't want to do because it doesn't win me. If it won me the game, it's fine. But I lose my Slowpoke. I have no way to get back. I only have one choice to get back anything from my discard. And it is... And it's gotta be, man. The only way we potentially make, yeah, there's nothing that works here. The only play that works is if they just get rid of the Manaphy, but there's no reason why they'd get rid of the Manaphy. There's not a world that they get rid of the Manaphy. I still don't understand the deck they're playing, and I don't think the deck they're playing is a good one. I think the deck they're playing is trying to do too many different things. They're using Xatu to be a draw engine, but they also want Noctowl to be a draw engine. They have Mewtwo, but they also have Terapagos. And I don't know, I think it's just a very clunky deck that they have. I think it's also that way they're trying to attack with Mewtwo EX, which just isn't a good card. The only reason Mewtwo EX even saw play last format, no, not last format, a couple formats ago, a couple of expansions ago, was just because it worked in Miraidon because it was an electric Pokemon. So the only reason this Terra Mewtwo ever saw play is just not a good card. And Hero Cape, that is their ace spec. Each deck only gets one ace spec. Boss's order, and it's not even a boss's order for the Pheasantipity. It's not even a boss's order for the Pheasantipity. The Pheasantipity, I mean, it wouldn't kill, but it would lock me inactive. But they killed my Slowpoke. I only have a way to recover one Pokemon there. Their Manaphy won that for them. So that was good for them. But they're trying to do too many different things with that deck. So while it won there, it's a clunky deck, and I truly don't know what they're cooking. I truly don't know what they're trying to cook there. But that is going to be it for us tonight. Sorry we started a bit late, but it happens. I will be back live, not tomorrow, but I will be back live on Saturday for some more of our Pokemon Platinum Hardcore randomizer, which we're really doing a really good job in that run right now. So that hardcore run. Oh, it says 8 p.m. We'll be live at 2 p.m. EST. I just realized in the Discord it has. I don't know why it says 8 p.m. I don't know why it said. What? Why does it say 8 p.m.? I clearly copied the wrong time code. Saturday we will be live at 2 p.m. EST. I will not be live at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. I will be watching a soccer match. Saturday is the 22nd. I will fix that right there. Alright, so I will be back live 2 p.m. on Saturday with some Pokemon Platinum Hardcore. I didn't even notice a different time than usual. Yeah, I don't know. I copied in just the wrong time code. That was weird. Yes, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Sorry it was a bit of a weird energy. I'm gonna go take some ibuprofen. My head is hurting a little bit from yelling at people. Yeah, it's fun. I hope you all enjoy TCG. Like I said, I really want to do some more TCG. I don't know if it's going to be weekly. We are definitely going to be playing it next week because of the rotation happening, so it's applicable to me going to Atlanta and all that stuff. But I just also really enjoy the TCG, and I want to play it more. So it may... You'll see it more often than not. And also, just Town of Salem right now isn't doing well on YouTube. So, you know, just figuring out some different things. That's all it is. Thank you all for hanging out with me. You have been fun tonight. Really enjoy hanging out with you all. And I'll see you Saturday.